because you had it oriented
This way?
yeah, that way before, and we could see the chat. So
Okay.
there you go. See, we couldn't see the chat before.
Okay.
Ready to go?
There it is, yeah. It's live.
Are we live? That's gonna be my intro every time. Are we
I
live?
gotta lower it. There we go.
Okay. You want to give me the earbuds? Hey everyone, thanks for checking in. We're gonna get started in a sec. So yeah, now you guys know there is truly nothing scripted about this show at all. Completely impromptu. Which way?
That one on that side.
Just like this?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. All right, so hopefully the audio will be a little better. Okay. You have a piece of tape or something? Maybe I'll just tape it on my shoulder or something.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who made it on Saturday. Let's see who lives for art and or has no life on a Saturday night. We got Mr. Red Jack. Thanks for stopping in, Mr. Red Jack. Bootlegging is a habit. Pat L. Kavi H. Chris Snorak. Mark V. Yeah, some distinguished gentlemen and big collectors. Absurd 13. Matthew Todd. Yo Curry. Mitchell Leap. Stacy DeLong. Rob Rush. Marcus Way, who says dinner time must mean unboxing time. I guess it must. Schizoid, Reba J, ML. All right, everyone, thanks so much for popping in again. And we're going to get started in a sec. So, I call this the ultimate art day experience, the ultimate art share. It is art, and more art. And prizes, fun prizes. Everyone will have a chance to win. Now the unboxing show, as we've been doing it, has been a true unboxing. This is art that's arrived, and I'm opening it up for the first time with you guys. And this is really the most fun version of the show. However, we will not be able to do that every single time because there is art that is coming in that I can't just unopen for a live audience. It's art that can't be seen just yet. Art, for books that aren't out yet, et cetera, et cetera. But I will show that art when I can. It just won't be an actual unboxing per se. So this version that we're doing today, that we have been doing, is the most pure version of the show. But when we have to adjust, we will, and it'll still be fun. Also, for art from my personal collection, I'm going to be running out of it before too long at this rate. So I have a workaround. I am going to be inviting friends to come on the show, share art with you that they haven't shared before. I think Marcus kicked us off on that, and I owe a lot to Marcus. Thank you, Marcus. But other friends will be participating as well. Long story short, there is plenty of incredible art out there that's hasn't been public necessarily, and for you who tune into the show, you'll all get a chance to see it. A lot of plans for the show, pretty exciting, and hope you will join us. Okay, let's see. Anyone else come in? Who else came in? We got Morgan. Hey, Morgan. Javier Soto. Always good to see Javier. JKZA, my pal. I kind of busted Jay's balls a little unrelentlessly last week for messing up the broadcast, and it was all in fun. I don't want anyone to think there are any hard feelings. I'm a big fan of Jay. Rob Rush, hey Rob, Doug Pfluger, Ron Lim, Steve Mussolino, Doom Card. Okay, cool. Victor Bracamontes. All right. Okay, the other thing is this week there are only 2 boxes that came in, 2 packages. We were actually expecting a third. That was supposed to arrive Thursday, but in typical FedEx fashion, unfortunately these days, that delivery got screwed up. It was supposed to get here Thursday, did not. Was supposed to get here Friday, did not. Was supposed to come today, did not. And unlike last week, I couldn't make that hour trek to the depot because the art wasn't at the depot. It was just on a truck somewhere. So we just have 2 packages this week. The good news is I am expecting only 1 package next week. So with this late package, we're going to do 2 packages this week and 2 packages for next week or whenever we do the next episode. So we're going to be splitting it up a bit. But there will be more art to show off next time. And it's to, I guess we'll see. I think these 2 packages, they are pretty damn exciting. You can tell me next week if the 2 next week match up. Okay, so this kind of gives it away, doesn't it? I'm gonna have to cover. No, I don't want to rip it off because I like it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cover it up with my phone. Okay, you guys ready for package number 1? Here is package number 1 with my phone covering up what would be a giveaway clue. And we're going to take guesses on which artist, whose art is in this package. And we are going to be giving away a prize for the first correct guess. How about that? Let's see. Scott Wingo, Otley, James Hall, Yuko, Ron Lim, Pope, ML, nope, no guess. Absurd 13, Pope, Yokuri Bergara. You know what? I will skip any further suspense. It is Paul Pope. So first correct answer showed up is Mr. Ron Lim. Congrats, Ron. And this was why I had to cover up the clue. Would have given it away. Okay, let's see. We got more Pope guesses. Mark V, you did guess correctly. Pat L with Otley, nope. Marcus Way, Italian, I don't know what that means. The Brombros, Matthias, nope. Tyler Turner, Paul Pope, yes. Tyler, you did get it right. Michael Patrick Sook, nope. Adil Alamon, that's a big box. And Adil, that is really the giveaway. Paul is the original wall power guy, draws his art big. Other people have now sort of followed his lead. Ian Bertram, for sure, is really become a convert to the larger paper size. I will tell you before we open this, Cliff Chang, not quite drawing so big, but apparently his art for his next project is drawn larger than standard 11 by 17. And it's for his Black Label Catwoman book. I was lucky enough to read the first issue, and it became very evident why he decided to work on bigger paper. There is so much art packed into each page. It's the best work of his career. And not to mention, the story is just spot on. It's so good, guys. A+, 10 out of 10. I cannot wait for you guys to read it. So just keep that in mind. Cliff Chang's Catwoman book should be out, if not later this year, then early 2022. Black Label. Each issue is oversized. He was inspired by Dark Knight Returns. I think every one of our generation, that's obviously a touchstone for us, and he's doing that format proud. I can't say enough about this book. It is as good as anything I've read in a long, long time. I mean, Cliff really never needs to work with another writer again. So good. Anyway, that's Cliff. Someday we will do an unboxing for him, but back to Paul. So this is the latest package I've got from Paul. Whatever we open up here is in all likelihood going to be in the next drop, so you get a sneak preview. This week I brought my trusty knife back, and here we go. That's the other thing. We do these live shows, and last time I accidentally showed something I wasn't supposed to show. And then, obviously working with sharp objects, there's always the chance I might cut myself and bleed all over the art. You just never know on a live show. More reason to tune in. All right. By the way, how's the audio, guys? You guys hearing okay? Hope you are. Got some unfamiliar headphones in. Ooh, I think he packed a lot in here. This is a creative packing job. He sort of jerry-rigged his own mailer.
Lots of audio is very calm. Audio's good.
Audio's good? All right. Thank you, Yams. Yeah, it can be a little tricky here. So I figure this out. You know, Yams and I were playing with the idea that, for these shows, we should have him just open up these boxes off camera so we don't take up time while I struggle with these things. But that also takes away some of the suspense if I cut myself or not. Yeah. That's part of the entertainment, I would think. Okay, let's see what Paul has here. Okay, but before we look at the art, let me show the prize. Let's show the prize. The prize is a limited edition Paul Pope t-shirt. Very limited. This was made for, let's see here, on the back it's double-sided. It says Felix Comic Art, NYCC 2017. And in 2017, we had a major con event just for Paul. Paul was not really doing the show, but he agreed to do a fan meet and greet, and it was a once in a lifetime event. I have to say, it was. We just had an incredible turnout, and I don't know that you'll have that much talent in one room again. I'm actually looking at a picture just to remind myself who was there. I mean, we had artists who were in the area who weren't going to be at NYCC but made an effort to come join us for our dinner. And we had Ian Bertram, Trad Moore, Daniel Warren Johnson, Scotty Young when he was with us. He's still a very good friend, and if I invite him to the next one, I think he'll come. Nick Dragata, Paul, of course, Man of the Hour, Cliff Chang, Apu Chan, who's a friend, came by, Riley Rossmo. Then you had Kim Jung-gi, and not just Kim Jung-gi, but the entire Super Annie crew and fans. We obviously I was there with Yams, Lambert, also the 11 o'clock podcast guys. If you're a fan of them, it was a great night, and had planned to do something like that again. A pandemic has obviously changed things somewhat, but assuming we can all get together again, I do plan on doing something like this for either New York or San Diego. Just have a big get together, not just our guys, but special guests too. May tie in with our charity, the Liu Family Fund, as a fundraiser. I haven't decided yet, but regardless, we will be doing this again. We only have so many chances to do something like this, so we want to do it as often as we can while we can. So keep eye out for any news down the line when shows open up again. Okay, so that's the first prize. There's actually part two to the prize. This is kind of cool. Paul sent me this a while back. I've been looking for a reason to give it away. It's a super rare bookplate that Paul produced back in the early days. This is from the 90s. Paul printed about 200 of these. They're all signed, and he had a handful left in his archives, so he gave some to me just to give away to fans. So to Ron Lim, who won, you got the T-shirt and you got the book plate. Congrats! This T-shirt is a large, and if that doesn't fit, I have a different T-shirt that's bigger, so we can work that out when you email me, Ron. So anyway, congrats, Ron. That's you. You won. All right, now to the art. Okay. All right. All right. So. Thanks, Yams. Oh, wow, look at this. Paul included a note. He says, Dear Felix, I hope the audience enjoys the unboxing. Thank you, amigo. Special thank you to Brent Ash and Jiggy Cruz. Love on you, Paul Pope. Cool. Cool. Handwritten note by Paul Pope. Shout out to collectors Brent Ash and Jiggy Cruz. Why Brent Ash and Jiggy Cruz? Probably because their commissions are in here. So let me set this aside. Actually, you know what? Where did I put that? Where did I put my knife? I've already lost my knife. Here it is. Little more cutting, guys. A little more cutting. Brent, are you in the audience? Jiggy, are you? Jiggy Cruz is, of course, in the Philippines. He's now an art rep himself. Don't know what time it is in the Philippines. Don't know if he's tuning in, but if you are Jiggy, you're going to see something pretty freaking cool. Okay. So, a little complicated. Like I said, they're artists and they're creative, and it manifests itself in the packing. Let's pull this out. So that's let's look at part one. All right, look at that, guys. This is a commission, and this would be for one Mr. Jiggy Cruz. It is Spider-Man, or probably more accurately, Spider-Man, the Japanese Spider-Man, with his car in the back, wearing his goofy slippers, but they, they work. And in Paul's inimitable style, I would say that is an A+ commission right there. Jiggy, you lucked out. You got Spider-Man and you got his car. Congrats. All right, you guys enjoy checking that out a little bit. I'm going to read these comments. Audio good? Okay, I'm glad the audio is good. Hey, Robert Antoniak. Good to have you here with us. Okay, Ron Lim says, I'm a big dude, probably won't fit me, so feel free to give the shirt to second place. Okay, second place, I believe, was Absurd 13. Absurd 13, if a large fits you, write me. Ron, write me anyway, because I think I've got like a 2XL or 3XL or something in a different style. Okay, so write me anyway, Ron. I want to get you something. Hey, Yams is joining us in the chat. Yams in the room and joining us in the chat, covering all the bases. All right, cool. Glad you guys enjoyed Spider-Man. All right, well, looks like we got some cool. We got some small piece, some prelims and studies, and I love these. We really started making some of the smaller pieces available, and they're small, but they're still by legends, and best yet, they are affordable, so that everyone has a shot at art from legendary creators. That was a big deal for us, just to make the art as accessible as possible, give everyone a chance to own an original from a favorite creator. And yeah, we've been we've been doing that a lot. I would wager that no one sells more art in the $100 range and less than us. You know, we really do like to spread it around and make fans happy. And so, you know, obviously thanks to guys like Paul and Yuko, and earlier on, you know, when we had James Jean drops. And by the way, I know people have been asking about James Jean. It's a bit in limbo. I'll discuss it more later. But yeah, James early on provided us a lot of sketches and things, and you know, we brought that over to Paul, Yuko, you know, Stuart Eminem. We've done a lot. D-Dub, that's Daniel Warren Johnson, obviously, basically everyone. And one of our big things is a big sketch drop, and we've been timing those with our online show events. So as you'll know, during pandemic, in the absence of San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con, I did San Diego Felix Con and New York Felix Con, and on day one I always do a big sketch drop. So what you're seeing here is in all likelihood going to be in our next big sketch drop, which is for New York Felix Con, and that'll be in a couple weeks, so it won't be much longer. And this is the first sketch from Paul. This is a couple of Ultra Mega studies. He did an Ultra Mega cover. If you follow me on social media, you saw it. That will not be available. And the reason that's not available is because James Herron claimed it. Now, you know, you can ask any of our other creators who like to collect art, you know, like Daniel or Riley or Nick. You know, I don't sell anything in advance to them. They are at the drop like everyone else. I did make an exception here for James. So he's going to be getting Paul's Ultra Mega cover. Sorry for anyone who is looking forward to getting it, but you can still get a Paul Pope Ultra Mega piece, and believe me, it will cost a lot less. All right. Here's a study for the Blade Runner covers he's been doing. Blade Runner 2025. A sketch of horses. I don't know if this was for anything in particular, just a warm-up. More Ultra Mega, and actually this was the layout he used for the final cover. I believe this is a Blade Runner. I'll find out from Paul. More Blade Runner. And there's your spinner, classic. Love the spinner. Love Sid Mead. More Blade Runner. More Blade Runner. And I don't know how you guys felt about Blade Runner 2049, but I absolutely loved it. I thought he, you know, it was a very worthy sequel, and I'll watch anything that guy does. I can't wait to see Dune. This looks like a vintage piece, actually. As a matter of fact, this is dated 1995, so this little piece here is super early. I'm gonna have to find out from Paul exactly what it is, but yeah, it's cool. We usually don't get anything from Paul this early. The more personal stuff of his, he's been hanging on to. It's very meaningful to him, so that's cool. Ultra Mega. Here's a leopard, wildlife study. Scene from amusement park. This might be Coney Island. Okay, I believe, you know, this is a heart with flowers growing out of it. This is from the end credit sequence for the Netflix show Altered Carbon. Paul was hired to do the artwork for that, and this is a piece from from the show. Okay, so this would be the finished piece of the one we saw earlier. It's obviously a lot bigger. I'll find out from Paul what this was used for. Oh, cool. THB. And yep, I think I know what this is for. This is for the toy for Ashley Wood's company, 3A. And unfortunately, I believe 3A pulled the plug on their operations, another victim of the pandemic. But this would be a toy design featuring THB. This is a cool piece. This looks really cool, just framed up. It works. Oh, look at this. Look at this, guys. This is a Fantastic Four page. Paul doesn't really send me the too many sequential pages. He has sent me some before, most notably Batman Year 100. That's what most people ask for. But here's some rare Marvel work. And check out that awesome thing. Bottom panel, pencils only. I don't know why he didn't ink it or if the inks are separate, but regardless, that's awesome. Captures it really well. And a Paul Pope girl. Maybe you can see down here. I'll push it up a little bit. It says it's called Shakedown from 2009. Let's see. There you go. I'll find out from Paul exactly what this is. But yeah, you can expect this in the next drop. This is a cool preview, guys. Be ready. Next drop probably happen pretty soon. And here's another vintage page. Wow, this is a cool page. I mean, am I crazy? I think this is from 100%. Now, he's never given me one of those before. I don't know what got into him or if this is a mistake. If it's something you're not supposed to see, I apologize, but wow. Take that in, guys. That is awesome. All right, I will leave this here for you guys to admire while I get caught up on the chat. Yep, 100%, guys. That's a treat. Aren't you glad you tuned in on a Saturday night? Got to see something I've never seen before. I've never held in my hands before anyway. Cool. All right, so there was 2 parts to his package. So I'm going to pull out the other half if I can get it open. If you thought Chris Stevens was a little convoluted with his packing or a little excessive with his tape, yeah, you know what? He still wins. Paul does use a lot of tape, but Chris Stevens still wins. All right. Oh, check this out, guys. This is a Blade Runner cover featuring the main character, who is a female Blade Runner, and of course my favorite, the spinner. You know, the camera angle doesn't really take you can't see everything, but hopefully you can see a lot of it. I mean, how great is this? You, again, like all these pieces, just frame it up, hang it on your wall. All right, I'm going to show the next piece because in this order, because Paul showed this on social media, and this to me is just a beauty, just a beauty. This is one of my favorite things I've seen in a long time. Sorry, guys. And you probably recognize it. It is homage to Frank Miller's Wolverine trade paperback cover, which is one of my all-time favorite Miller images. Is really, you know, the height of his collaboration with Lynn Varley. One of the just perfect collaborations. But the pen ink art by itself is is amazing. And what Paul has done in the original, you have Wolverine taking on a gang of ninjas, and for this you have Dark Knight taking on the mutant gang, and here's the mutant leader. And this was proposed by a collector. He was thanked on the note. That was Brent Ash. I don't know if you're watching, Brent, but as I told Brent when Paul showed this on social media, I am supremely jealous, man. I want this so badly. I wish it was mine. But he is the one who commissioned it. He is the one who actually thought of it. So good for you, Brent. Congrats. I hate you, but congrats. All right, feast your eyes on that for a second, guys. Unreal, wow. Dark Knight Magic by Mr. Red Jack, Chris North. Genius request there. Indeed, Chris. Ron Lim, wow. Jay, Paul is truly a master of the medium. Pat L, is that Brent's commission? Ding, ding, ding. Pat, you got that correct. It is Brent's commission. Scott Wingo, Dark Knight movie clause are BAAF. I know what that stands for, Scott, and I agree. Yeah, that's insane. Well done, Kevy H. Yep. Pretty freaking awesome. Now, Brent actually had a second idea, and I guess he couldn't decide between the two. So he went for them both. He was fast. I don't limit the spot to one per person. If you commit to two, you commit to two. And Brent committed to two. And let's see if you like his second idea as much. You guys ready? Here we go. Another Dark Knight commission. This time an homage not to Miller, but to McFarlane. Todd McFarlane's very famous Amazing Spider-Man 316, which I believe the McFarlane aficionados consider the greatest McFarlane ASM cover. At the bottom would be Spider-Man, where Dark Knight is, and the villain at top, of course, was originally Venom, and this is Paul's take on it. So yeah, what do you think, guys? Pretty remarkable. Now maybe you can understand why Brent double dipped. Look, for me, obviously, I'm a Miller guy. I go with Miller, but I can totally see younger fans preferring this. It is McFarlane. It's one of his most famous images. But here you go. I mean, Brent won twice. Let's look at him. I don't know if you can see him side by side here. But I don't know. Which one you guys vote for? Dark Knight or Miller or McFarlane? Which do you guys like? There's no way for me to get them both in frame, but you get the idea. You get the idea. Miller or McFarlane? All right, let's see what you guys say. For the love of God. Wow, Brent scored big time. Indeed he did. Too good. Both fantastic. I agree, ML. Victor, geez, that's good. Ron Lim. I think Brent is made of money. That's funny coming from you, Ron. But I'd say that's money well spent. Wouldn't you agree, Ron? Mr. Red Jack, Brent was smart and fast. Good picks. Jay, regretting not getting on that list. Well, regret does suck, Jay. Ron Lim, I'm a huge Spidey guy, but I got to go with Miller. There you go, Ron. Absurd 13, left. Miller. Grant Riddle, both great, but I am leaning toward the Miller. Team Miller, bro. For Mark V, F you, Brent. Magnificent request. You are parodying me, Mark. Really, I mean, genius, fantastic requests, and I hate you, but I'm happy for you too, really. Paul, he killed both of these. Both are powerful. Both are insane. Miller wins. Miller, wow, it's a landslide, guys. Miller. Which is to take nothing away from the McFarlane one. Let's say you guys never saw the Miller one, and you saw the McFarlane one. Come on, you'd be pretty freaking blown away by this, right? I mean, check out that Miller head, that Miller Dark Knight head, Paul Pope style. Man, that's so good. That's so good. It even works this way. So good, guys. But yeah, this is if this gets lost in the mail, Brent, let me apologize in advance. I will of course refund your money. And I'm sorry in advance that it's going to get lost in the mail. It better not. It really better not. And again, congrats, Brent. Okay, that was box one. I'll leave this here. Let you enjoy it a little bit longer. See, Scott Wingo, McFarlane overrated. That is awesome because Scott is, of course, known as McSpidey fan. Maybe the biggest or the most McFarlane pieces in a single collection. Let's see, from Marcus Week. Quote of the week, Wingo. Wow. High praise from Marcus. Scott, you win today's episode. Good job. Chris Norick, these are the best commissions I've seen from him, period. Chris, they might very well be. They might very well be. So damn good. Carl, Paul never disappoints. Carl, you have an awesome Paul piece. I mean, is Paul peaking now? Is this the best work of his career? It could be, but Carl, you have a fabulous piece. I don't know if you've put it on CAF yet, so I'm not going to say what it is, but you have a great piece. Ron Lim, I already have 2 Pope commissions, but this is making me want more. Yeah, yep. I get it. Mitchell Leap, everything will underwhelm after that 100% panel page. You know, Mitchell, I think that is what the kids call a hot take, but I don't disagree with you. These commissions are gorgeous, obviously, but 100% is 100% Pope. That's the purest Pope. Yams, it's going to get lost before you put it away, Felix. Oh boy, we got to protect this piece, guys. Carl Choi, Akira. Okay, so Carl revealed the piece he got. Paul created a piece for the Akira exhibit, the Tributo Tomo at the Philippe Lebon Gallery in New York City. It's an awesome piece. Carl was the one who got it. Jay, Paul will never peak. You're right, Jay. Mark B, looking at these makes me want to save the money I was planning on spending at Heritage tomorrow. Mark, you got a night to sleep on it. Scott Wingo, is that Pope's stamp or something in red? Yes, this is what they call a chop. It's a Chinese stamp, and that's Paul's. And he has them in different sizes. You can see that. Here's the one on the McFarlane is a little smaller. But I actually like his signature the most, and he varies that too. It's always some some version of that, and obviously on the shirt, we got a screen print made of the shirt, and by the way, these shirts are all limited. They will never be reprinted, and yeah, the reason is because my screen printer, unfortunately, he had to pack it in because of the pandemic, and I think he got rid of all the screens. So, yep, rare shirt. If you don't wear it, you can sell on eBay for a lot of money, maybe. From Jay, regarding the stamp, why is it there sometimes and not others? I think it's just depending on his mood, Jay. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason for it necessarily. Hey, Mike Sitchy's here. I feel it's like coming on. Some incredible Pope art. Mike, you definitely want to rewind later. Check it out. All right. Let's go to box number 2. Let's go to box number 2, shall we, guys? 2. All right. It's a yellow box. And we got a prize for for correct guess on this one too. So let's see if you guys can guess. Scott Wingo says DHL Asia. James, I'm going to go with Bilquist again. Mark B. James is going to go with Yuko again. Mark B says Bilquist. Absurd 13 says Matthias. Bootlegging Habit, not Trad. We got Yuko. We got a Bergara. We got a no, Felipe Andrade, Bilquist, Yuko. That dent is epic. Can I put my finger through it? Not quite. And it's well packed. Bilquist, Carl Choi. O'Malley shot. No. Winner again is Absurd 13. It's your lucky day, Absurd 13. You're nailing it. Now, those who are guessing Bilquist, that's a good guess, except for the fact that we just opened up a box from her in episode 1, and it's very unlikely that I will be getting another box from her so soon. But it is Matthias, and yeah, the yellow box kind of signifies DHL. And you know what? I'm gonna get rid of this label here in case there's something there you weren't supposed to see. Yeah, let's open this puppy up. This one's easy. These DHL boxes are kind of like FedEx boxes. They just you fit in perfectly. All right, let's see how Matthias did. This art is coming from Uruguay, where Matthias lives, and he's done a really good job, guys. The box is pretty good, but he's actually added the bubble wrap for extra padding. That's always good. And there's some pretty heavy cardboard here for extra support. Good job, Matthias. Right. Okay. Art's separated into envelopes. So either I cut myself or I cut the art. I'm sure you guys would rather I cut myself, except for the blood. And it's a bit of a dilemma there, isn't it? Would you rather see cut me or the art? All right, let's keep going. Yep, let's get 2 of these envelopes. We're gonna free you guys. All right. Okay. 2 packages. 2 envelopes. You can ponder what's in here. All right. So this second one is a little thicker, and I have an idea what's in the second one, guys. And unfortunately, if it is what I think it is, I cannot show it to you. So I'll just take a peek here off camera real quick. Yep, it's what I thought it was, and I cannot show you. So what is it? It is the first issue of art to his upcoming project, and it is another creator-owned series with his Coda collaborator, Simon Spurrier. And if you read Coda and you enjoyed Coda, then I think you're really going to like this. And actually, if you're one of the lucky collectors out there who owns Coda art, a page from Coda, you are very, very lucky, because Matthias has been very resolute in not letting any more of those pages go. The pages that are out there are just a couple random pages here and there, but he wants to hold on to the rest of it. And there's going to be some big news. I'm not going to say anything beyond that, but there's some big news in the pipeline with Coda. So double congrats. Hang on to your Coda art. The previous art he's done Since we started repping him, he did a run on Hellblazer, and we sold every single page of that, including several issues complete. And he did some random pages here and there for other books like Immortal Hulk, and basically everything we've gotten from him has sold. The other thing he's been really big on with us has been commissions, and I think that's what's going to be in here. It's going to be a selection of commissions. Okay, let's go ahead and look. Matthias also does the saran wrap thing, which I've mentioned to them. Good job, Matthias. Very good job. Thank you. Get rid of that. Let's take a look what we got here. All right. I think this is a commission. This is a 9x12. This would be a bust. It's obviously a little bit more than a bust, but it's Blade of the Immortal. Yeah. Ooh. Beautiful stuff. I mean, Matthias's colors just pop. This, of course, is Galactus. I'm going to hold this up a little bit more to the camera. You can take a better look at that. Let's see. This is Arzak. I believe we have an Arzak collector in the chat. I don't know if this is for you specifically, but I think it is. If it is, you scored. Let's see. Scott asked those watercolor or mixed. I believe it's straight up watercolor. All right, moving on to the full-size 11x17 commissions. Doctor Strange. I love the settings and environments that Matthias conjures up. And you look through the his commission gallery on our site, and I mean, he really does not repeat himself. Always comes up with something new. Swamp Thing. Such a unique voice, this guy. Another gorgeous piece. I don't recognize this character. This is something I'm going to have to cross-reference with the list when I get home. But whomever this is for, I know they'll be very, very pleased. And more incredible colors. Dr. Doom. I've really been liking the Dr. Doom and Galactus pieces our guys have been doing. I don't know that I didn't realize they were such a common request, or maybe it's just a phase we're going through, but seem to be getting a lot of Dr. Doom and Galactus requests, and it's not something I was necessarily a fan of, but I've really been looking forward to them. Oh, this is cool. I don't remember who gets these. I don't even remember the requests. So this is really cool to see. This is Secret of Nim. I don't know who got this, but boy, just one winner after another. That's the beauty of working with guys like this. Who are just incredible talents. I mean, unparalleled talents. Is I can do an unboxing and not worry that there's going to be a stinker in here and I don't have to edit. I can just do it live and be very confident that they're all going to be mind-blowing pieces. Yeah, you guys check that out for a second. Rich pigments. Yes, I agree, Chris. The Bronber says, the piece I wasn't sure what it is Cochet the Deathless. That one is mine. You are very confident that it's yours. I hope it is. Oh wow, the Nim piece is great. It is very bleuthy. Can we get a close-up of Nim mouse? Okay, I'm going to pull this up a little bit. Let's see. Get a closer look. Mike Sitchy, not your standard commissions. Everyone is top notch. Yep. Looks amazing. It does. Oh boy. You know, how do you follow up that piece? You know? Well, with this one. This is the, I believe he's the Wraith King, right? That's what he's called. That's Lord of the Rings. Yep. These are all incredible. These are all just incredible. Let's see ML with like a close-up of the Strange. Okay, hang on. ML, grab that. Is this for you, ML? I don't know. No, not for you. But here's look at that. See, from Stacy, LOTR, OMG, yeah. LOTR, all right. His work is atmospheric. I thought that was Witcher 3, haha. Chuck Arnold, Felix, all these commissions are amazing. There should be a book. Chuck, just keep watching, hang tight. Scott Wingo, congrats, commissioners, you did well. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And may I say, I think all our commissioners do well because we have high standards, and we seek to not just maintain them but exceed them. Our guys are capable of it. We still got more to go, guys, which is good because this is our last package. Here we have East of West. Crow and Wolf. Nick Dragata and John Hickman's very popular, fan favorite, beloved East of West. We get a lot of requests for Crow, not as much for Wolf. Wolf's a really cool design too. Okay, moving on. Someone in the audience is going to have to educate me on these characters. They're obviously Asian fantasy characters, Japanese. But you get two of them on this one. Actually, I just took a peek at the back, and this is called the Untamed, and this is not a commission. This was fan art, which means that this will be available. Should be. I'll confirm with Matthias. Not sure what this is. It's a cover for a book called Time Beyond Time, and you have all this this tech here. And you have two characters look like they're materializing, so maybe a time machine of some sort. but yeah, a cover. And again, I will confirm with Matthias, but very likely be available during our big cover drop for New York Felix Con. So I'm guessing all you guys are signed up for the newsletter, but if there's anyone watching who isn't, you'll want to sign up. We have big sketch drop as usual, big cover drop as usual. We also have a cool surprise drop or two working on. So be sure to sign up if you haven't already. Okay, now this is despite the fact that there's another package of art from Matthias that I can't show you. This is not the last of the Matthias art I am showing you today, because I was pretty sure he was going to be sending me that issue's worth of art that we can't share yet. I brought something else to make up for it. And I'll show you guys in a second. Let's see. Mike Sitchy, everyone's a different ball are great. Mark V. Matthias so versatile. DC Patrol, that's rad. Bootlegging's Abbott. Declan Shalvey book. Okay, so this is from a Declan book. Stacy DeLong concurs. That's the Declan book, I think. Chris Norek, Metal Hurlant, Feel, yes. Time Before Time. Episode 13 feels so much fun. Thank you, man. You're welcome. Episode 13, it's fun for me too, and I'm glad you guys can join. But I guess Nick Brucci isn't here to remind everyone to hit that like button. Please hit that like button. I don't understand why, but it's a thing. And it's apparently Nick Brucci's life work. So hit that like button for me, please. Helps my algorithm, whatever the hell that means. Okay, so this is what I'm showing you. More Matthias art, and this is a complete issue of his work. This is the Scumbag number 10. And if you have been reading the Scumbag, you know what it is. If you haven't, it's a Rick Remender book. And the gimmick, I guess, is that each issue is drawn by a different artist. And he's had some great artists work on this thing, and Matthias is the latest one. I mean, he had Eric Powell draw an issue. It's really rare to get Eric to do anything that's not Goon or Albatross related. So yeah, fun book. Check it out for sure. And here's Matthias's issue. This issue is complete. Now, with regards to complete issues, I'll show them here when I can. You know, either the book is out or it's coming right out. In this case, this book will be out this week, so you know what, it's close enough. And if you are interested in anything complete, make sure you write me. That very first show, we showed 4 complete issues, and 3 of them sold right after the show. Last show, we showed a complete story. It was Daniel Warren Johnson's Deadpool story. And a lot of you in the chat now recognize your names from writing me after the show to pick it up. And it was the first guy who wrote me, got it. So if you see anything you like, just shoot me an email. I answer them in order. Everyone gets a shot, but I do answer them in order. So this is Matthias's Scumbag number 10 with Rick Remender. This is his customarily beautifully painted cover. And if you is Hellblazer run, the art should look familiar to you. It's kind of a familiar feel. Just gonna go page by page. This is a really nice it's a really nice splash page. That's for sure. I mean, there's just no one else working in comics, especially American comics, who's doing stuff like this or has anything that looks anything like this. So truly unique art. That's what we really look for. Mike Sitchy looks like Jack Davis art. Yeah, there is a little bit of Jack Davis in the sort of the body shapes and proportions. And he threw in a color page. Why? I don't know, but it's cool. I mean, it's like another cover. You know, I'm guessing this is going to be a patch of some kind. But anyway, moving on, moving on. Bootlegging Habit said, is the feed seizing up a little for anyone else, or is it my Wi-Fi? Yep, a bit. Guess it's lagging a bit for me too. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, guys. Yeah, is everything okay for you?
TV still looks like it's, yeah, still.
Yeah, because my iPad here looks fine.
Over here too.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna keep going, guys. If you guys have an issue, let me know. But things are looking okay on our end. Action-packed issue, guys. These pages are gorgeous. And I really think it's on the strength of the art that we sold every page of his Hellblazer run. You know, Hellblazer, I don't think anyone would say is hot property. It's not capes and tights, but you know, Matthias, his art transcends that for comics. So this art, just keep an eye out for the drop. It'll happen after the issue is released. So it'll have to happen after Wednesday. But yeah, grab the issue, check it out, read it. You see a page you like, set your alarm for the drop. I like that close up. Yeah, the Scuzzy characters especially are Jack Davis-y. We'll check out this page. Little Mobius inspired art here. Chris Snorth, not a bad way to spend a Saturday night. You know, Chris, it really isn't. You know, if I wasn't doing this and my favorite artists were being, their stuff was being shown on a live stream like this, I'd check in too. I picked Saturday night just because that's what's been working out. Also, there's no conflict with Bill's shows. I don't believe anyway. So I think Saturday night's working out okay. Might not always be Saturday, but yeah, I will definitely try not to have any conflict with Bill's show. I know you guys love chatting on that one as well. It might be, sometimes it might be on the same day. I'll just do it either before or after. Right now, Saturday night's working out okay. We have the final page. I'm don't know what's happening, but looks like we're going to be leading into the next issue, and the baton is being passed to the next artist. So that is Matthias' Scumbag number 10. And this will be the last art available until his own book gets released. And just a heads up, we already have interest in complete issues of that. I don't know how much of those pages will be available. I mean, I don't even know if, like Coda, Matthias is going to be keeping, a bunch of it. But in any case, it's going to be a while before we get Matthias pages. Just heads up. Okay, now next part of the show. That's all the unboxing for now, guys. Like I said, in the future, it may not be strictly an unboxing, but it will be a debut of new art you guys haven't seen before. I'll be getting some friends involved with the show, so you guys have more stuff to look forward to, and fingers crossed, we may even be hitting the road and doing this show on location. I mean, you guys get to see a lot of cool stuff. Okay, but this next part is going to be art from my private collection, and I've been doing 3 pieces per show, and for this show there's going to be another 3 pieces. I'm not going to. You know what? Why not? Let's see if you guys can guess. I've talked about some art that I collected a lot of early on. Very an artist whose work I was just buying a lot of. I just love the guy's stuff. I still do. See how closely you guys have been paying attention. First guess, Dan Clowes, Watchmen, David Lloyd. Rude, 2 Rudes in a row. That's pretty good. Nexus, that's the same thing. Rude, Patera. Patera, I was definitely buying a lot of art from. But this, you say Patera is because of Manhattan Projects. Manhattan Projects is one of my all-time favorite comics, and this art is also from one of my all-time favorite comics. But it is not Patera. It's not Dan Clowes. It's not Rude. It is not O'Malley, although I was buying a lot of O'Malley art. Davis, not Davis. O'Malley, nope. Patera, nope. Sorry, guys, nobody's going to win this round, but I will give you guys another chance, okay? Doug Fluger, Trad, not Trad. It is Eric Powell and the Goon. Goon is one of my all-time favorite comics. I really started collecting art about 15 years ago, and Goon was a regular book at that time, coming out through Dark Horse. And I tried to get my hands on as many pages as I could. And by the time I had gotten into it, it was already maybe a dozen issues into the run. So all that early art had already been sold. So then I was scrambling, trying to buy it from collectors who owned it. And the prices I was paying was stupid. And unlike everything else that in the past 50 years is like 10 times what you paid for it back then, I don't think the market's caught up to me yet on these, but I don't care. I really wanted it, and to this day, still one of my favorite books and one of my favorite creators. This guy is an auteur. He writes and draws his own stuff, and does just a fantastic job at both. That's kind of why I was so excited to see Cliff's Catwoman. Catwoman, obviously not his creation, not his character, but to see him write and draw at just master level, both. The art wasn't surprising, but the writing, like, where did that come from, Cliff? You're amazing. But anyway, that's what I really like in comics. That's what I really look for and appreciate in comics creators, and Eric Powell is one of those guys. Let's see. Goon. I've owned a bunch of Goon art over the years. Yes. Well, Ron, if you still have any, let's talk. Grant Riddle, I own 1 Goon page. Grant, let's talk. Okay, I'll pull this guy out. And, there's no Goon on this page, but I like it so much because it's got the Powell humor. This is page one of well, actually, this is from very early. This is issue 2, and sort of the beginning of a sequence. And it says on the top, "And on the other side of the city, you guys ain't getting nothing out of us." Panel 2. "We've been hogtied by tougher in you, and we ain't never squealed." Second guy says, "Yeah, you mugs don't scare us none." Moving down a panel. "Hey Finkel, you remember when Zuko had us boys try to drown us in the river?" "Ha ha ha ha. Yeah, Charlie, for stealing his take. Ha ha ha." "And remember when you stole Louie's new car and he shot your mother in the face? Ha 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 ha." And the second goes, "Hey." Back to the first guy. "So you see, there ain't nothing you can do to make us tell you where that drop's being made." Off camera, there's a voice. "Who said we wanted anything out of you?" And he's pressing play on a VHS tape recorder. He says, "We just do this for kicks." And what shows up on screen? The First Wives Club. Sweet Jesus, no! So that is apparently the most effective torture technique is making someone, tying someone up and making them watch the First Wives Club. More effective than waterboarding or anything else we came up with. First Wives Club, guys. And if you remember from last week with the Dan Clowes page, I love goofy humor, and this one got me because I actually did go see the First Wives Club in the movie theater, and it was about this bad. Okay, that's page 1. You guys did not guess correctly on page 1. Let's see if you can guess what page 2 is. Ron Lim Rude. Bootleg Habit Watchmen. I think Bootleg Habit is going to keep guessing Watchmen. James Hall Clowes. Clowes again. Damian Scott Pilgrim. Robert Miller. Miami Vice. Mike Sitchy Jaime. I'm just going to keep guessing Rude. Davis. Topi. Mignola. James, how can you tell? I want to see your Dan Clowes stuff. Yeah, there's more to show, James, but I showed Dan's stuff last week, so I'm going to tell you right now it's not Dan, sorry. J.C. Padilla is something modern. Depends how you define modern. You guys are out of guesses. Well, Opena. This was Rosmo. This was kind of a trick one, and in some ways I think it's kind of a layup, a gimme. I talked about how much art of his I was buying. I showed you page 1. This is page 2. It is another Goon page, and it actually follows the first page. It's a 2-page sequence. So in page 1, we have the 2 scumbags tied up, and we're going to torture them with a screening of the First Wives Club, and that leads us to the second page where Goon and Frankie are walking away from their masterwork, and it's an awesome splash page. And yeah, this is one of my favorite splash pages. And you can see all the horror and the screaming in the background. "I now know the face of Satan, and it is the face of Goldie Hawn. Oh God and Jesus, God and baby Jesus, come back and shoot me. The horror. It's Bette Midler. Bette Midler. This is not happening. This is not happening. Ah, Mama, I'm blind. I'm blind." Goon says, "You want to stop by Norton's before we got to take care of that dock job?" Frankie says, "Sure thing. I got me a hankering for one of his big greasy cheeseburgers." And you got the title, The Goon by Eric Powell. And Eric signs his name really cool, much like Paul. A cool signature. Let's see. All right. I'll leave that there for a sec. I love the hand lettering on this page. Yeah, me too, Mike. Trick question, tricky. Sorry, guys. Great inks. The thing with Eric and the Goon is every issue he tweaked the style some, usually to fit the story. The early issues were super ink heavy, and you'd have a lot of the cross hatching and so forth. But his style evolved anyway. But he would really change it up for each issue, which they tended to be standalone stories. If you guys have not read The Goon, I will tell you, go ahead and just start from the beginning. It's up there, one of my all-time favorite comics. I think the guy is just amazing. He's sort of like in that Mike Mignola category for me. The funny thing about The Goon is, right when it was coming out, one of the kids who was working for me, knew I liked comics, and he was into comics too. And he said, you should check out this comic, The Goon. I really like it. I thought, well, what's The Goon? I didn't know anything about it. And, and I was reading some books then, and we were coming out of the 90s, and the 90s was a pretty dark period creatively, I think, for comics medium. And I guess I was trying different things. Like, I actually did buy, for example, Walking Dead #1 right off the stands. But Goon, it took me a little bit to get into. So I waited until that first trade came out. I got the first trade, and it just didn't resonate with me. I don't know why. And it took another couple of years before I gave it another chance. And it was on that second try where it just hit me like a ton of bricks. And I got caught up fast. And then I just went apeshit for the art. I had a lot of Goon pages. I was just hoovering up everything. And I don't have as many now. A lot of it was, trading up for pieces like this. But also, I met other fans, and I shared the wealth a bit. But anyway, I look at this, and I remember when I got it, how happy I was to get it. I paid a price for this that I may never get back, and I don't care. And that's just how I feel about my collection in general. Just really glad to have, really excited to have it, and brings back a lot of memories. Remembering how I acquired it, remembering getting it in the mail. I know for a lot of you, like, our drops are kind of a similar experience. They're heavily contested, and I know, like, when people get that email, they didn't get it, and it's like, oh, they're so sad. But when they do get it, it's like this huge relief, and it's a moment of catharsis. And maybe it adds to the same feeling, when I was buying pieces. I think I was hearing that a lot from our drop for San Diego Felix Con a couple months ago. Daniel's Beta Ray Bill, we really wanted to make that a big deal. And so we released 2 issues, and that still wasn't nearly enough to, get pages to everyone who wanted one, but we got a lot more pages out to people. And I got so many emails, just excited when their art arrived. So yeah, I hope it was a feeling like this. Okay, that was page 2. We're moving on to page 3. I got a prize to give away. Nobody's won it yet. Who's going to win the prize? DC Patrol guest Mignola. Mark V guest Powell. Stacey Long guest Trad. Grant Riddle guest Goon. Bootlegging Habit guest Watchman. Way to, you know what? I credit you for consistency, bootlegging. James Hall Yuko. Jay, Tomine, Damien, Walking Dead, Yo Curry, Cal Baker. Well, where did that come from? Tyler, Pope. No, guys, it is Eric Powell, Mark V. Mark V figured out the pattern. Grant Riddle. I don't know. Maybe my shtick is catching up to me. Hey, Yams.
Yeah.
Can you turn on the light? I think we're getting a little dark in here.
Yeah.
All right. You win, Mark V. Congrats. It is another Goon page indeed. And what's interesting about this Goon page, beyond the lettering coming off, and by the way, guys, when the letter comes off, all you need is your garden variety glue stick. Is considered archival, believe it or not, so I'll take care of that later. What's cool about this page is it's got the beautiful inks that Yo Curry mentioned previously, but it also has all the humor that I love. Yeah. Out of the way, you moron, I'm trying to drive here. That's Frankie, the sidekick running people over. Goon says, maybe next time, maybe I should drive next time, Frankie. Why? Why? You hit 5 guys on the way over here. And Frankie says, they threw up gang signs. Yeah, I saw them. And Goon says, they did not. They was walking down the street with their backs to you. Frankie, a little disgruntled, says, and they're walking to Norton's pub, says, well, they were wearing evil pants. They had to be taken out. Goon, evil pants? With the beautiful lettering. If I got to explain it to you, says Frankie, don't bother asking. I don't know why, but I saw this page and this whole deal with the evil pants. It was just love at first sight. Let's go eat. How about it, Smelly Steve? And then you have all the characters in the pub. Okay. So what's cool about this page? Well, what's cool about this page is it actually follows the previous 2. Yes, you guys, this is a 3-page sequence. By the time I got into Goon, there were no complete issues available. I don't think that Eric ever sold a complete issue, and complete issues, quite frankly, if I may say, weren't really a thing until we made it a thing. But to tell you the truth, I don't think I could have swung a complete issue back in those days anyway. So very happy to put together a 3-page sequence. This is my favorite 3-page sequence. I think this is the only 3-page sequence I own from the Goon. I've had a couple of 2-pagers, but this is the first time I was able to put together a 3-page sequence. And I'll also say that I got these from 3 different collectors. Took a little bit of doing, and quite happy when it was done. And I really like how this presents as a 3-page sequence. You have the 2 panel pages on the ends, the awesome splash page in the middle. Maybe someday I'll get it framed like this. I've got a DPS from the Goon framed up. It's one of my favorite DPSs, but this is my favorite 3-page sequence. I'll leave that there for you guys to check out. Let me see what you guys got to say. Well done. Thank you. You're welcome. Marcus Way, I'm going to have to loan you some art. I'm going to have to loan you art for some diversity. Okay, Marcus, I'll gladly borrow your art. Especially if you include that awesome Phoenix piece. Yams, I was going to guess Powell, and I promise I didn't see. Sure, Yams, sure. Doug Pfluger, I used the glue stick fix right after we talked about it. Worked like a charm. Way to go, Doug. Grant, evil pants. Haha. Glad you like it too. Damien, mind blown. Episode 13, hat trick. Orbital hub, sequential power. Awesome. Dinner time, gotta run. Be well. Hey, see ya, ML. Bootlegging. I like getting little sequels like that. have several of them. Yeah, it's pretty fun, right? Mark V, if I was doing this, it'd basically be all Jaime. You know, Mark, hold on to that thought. Hold on to that thought and write me. You and I may have something to talk about. Okay, guys, let's see. We are at 7:25, which means we are about an hour and a half into this. That's about how long I like to keep it. If you guys have any last comments or questions, go ahead and hit me up in the chat. And I'll do my best to answer them. Otherwise, we are wrapping this up. Again, you saw the art, the Pope art. It's going to be in a drop. The Matthias art will be in a drop. All details will be shared via the newsletter as usual. Bootlegging. There's a 4-pager from Jaime up for bid tomorrow. You know, bootlegger. I really haven't paid that close attention. Can you send me a link, please? I'd just like to see it. Yo Curry, great sequence. Thanks, man. Hey, you're welcome, Yo Curry. You're a sequence guy yourself, I believe. Episode 13, Night Felix, not all. Maybe you mean Night all. Episode 13, you won a prize. So make sure you write me. Oh, and wait, who else? Who guessed Powell? Let me show you guys the prize. Who guessed Powell? Hang on a second. Mark V. Mark V, you guessed Powell. Congrats. Mark V, what size do you wear? Mark V. Tell me what size you wear. You wear medium. Well, you're gonna have to put up with a large, I think. But they're fitted pretty nicely. Let's see. And here's our other shirt. These are all from the archives. You know, we had a different shirt every year for con season. You know, that we hand out. And I think this was the last one we did. We've got a new one coming up, but it's the last one we did. And I think the design maybe dates a little. You know what? Are we frozen on the on camera here?
The iPod is, everyone else can see fine though.
Okay.
Let me just refresh this here.
All right. So Ron Lim, if you are still watching, I have I got a 2XL in this style. So make sure you write me, Ron, and get your 2XL at least. So congrats to Mark V. Congrats Ron. Yeah, you guys get cool Felix Comic Art t-shirts. And everyone else, check in for the next one for your chance to win. You know what? Someone else had guessed Powell. I had 2 to give away. I'm gonna give away another one too. Is that Grant Riddle? Let me confirm. Yeah, Grant Riddle guessed Goon, and that's good enough, Grant. Grant, I'm gonna give you a shirt too. I hope you're a large, but make sure you write me. Let's see. Ron Lim gave his Pope shirt to Absurd 13. That's cool, but Ron, I'm still gonna give you a shirt, and I'm gonna give you that Paul Pope book plate. Let's see. Mark V and Grant Riddle, congrats. You each get a shirt as well. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for the show, guys. Thanks a lot for checking in. It's always a lot of fun. And we got some cool art on the way to us, so long as FedEx doesn't blow it again. But I think you'd be very, very excited to see what's coming up next. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm going to call it a night. And again, thanks everyone, and have a great rest of your weekend. This kind of reminds